Hi guys, this is Bria, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a baby light with balayage technique. So diving right in, I'm starting off with the 1/8 inch of sectioning, and I'm doing a horizontal weave. Now the reason why I'm doing a section so small is because I wanted to go for a more subtle look, which is ideal for somebody who is not used to a lot of color or is not looking for a bold change. I am going up the hair basically to the occipital bone with horizontal weaving, and once I get to the center of the head, basically the crown, I will go to a more diagonal, and I will let you guys know why I kind of switch it up once I go up the head. So what I'm using for my lightener is Matrix Master Light, and I'm using a 20 volume. I really love their lightener because it has like the greatest consistency I've felt so far, and when I say it lightens up, I don't have to wait forever. Some people who are like a level 3, I can get them up to like a level 8 in literally 25 to 30 minutes. So I really do love this stuff, and plus their bonding treatment is really bomb. So I would definitely suggest this for a lot of people who have problems with trying to get somebody light enough, or they have resistant hair, or they have a lot of undertones, because they will pull all that through. So I really love that stuff. Now, the reason why I chose to do a 20 volume developer is because the mannequin was already a level 6. So I wanted to pull her up at least to a level 8, possibly a 9. But I still wanted to have that dimension in here, so I didn't want to go too high to where I break off the hair as if it was a client. So I wanted to start off low because I was taking my time with this, and I wanted to see the transition go through, if you kind of get what I'm saying. So coming to the back left section, we are doing the same technique where we use the 1/8 sectioning, and we're using a horizontal weave. So as you can see, the hair that is left out will be used for the balayage technique, which is a very easy technique. It's basically hand painting and making sure that it has a more natural look, more than a unified look of a foil. So if you notice, with each weave that I do, I kind of pull the hair away from each other from what I weaved on the top into the bottom. And the reason why I do that is to make sure that my partings are pretty clear and that I'm not going to create any bleeding. Because what you don't want to do is do a foil and then you have lightener going under where it's not supposed to be at. Trust me, it's happened. It's not hard to fix, but it can be avoided. So always when you're doing a weave, make sure you kind of don't tug, don't yank, y'all. Just kind of separate it, just to make sure that it's clear. And when you do your application, it's a clean look. Because trust me, nobody wants Balayage roots. Now I know there is some hairstylist who is shading me from New York to LA about how I do my foils. Listen, do not come for me, please. It has taken me so long to do foils because I am not a foil girl. I am a hair painting girl. And I wanted to get better at it, so I definitely wanted to practice on a mannequin. And I was really shocked at how well I did. So they're not the best, trust me. I have literally watched for hours some of the best foil folding, neat foils and everything. But a girl is trying. I am definitely trying. So please don't do me, please. So now we get to the crown of the head, and this is where I start to do diagonal sections and still with a 1/8 inch parting, and we're doing a weave. So the reason why I am doing a diagonal instead of a horizontal, because we are at the crown of the head, which is where the most density of the hair is and where everything seems to fall from. So I wanted to create more of a dimension, so I wanted everything to fall at a certain angle, to where if she wears her hair more on the left, it will all blend still, and more on the right, she has options basically. And you don't want to have flat hair. I hate flat color. I hate it when it has no dimension, no nothing. It's boring color. That's just me. I wanted to make sure that you can see each type of color through and through, no matter what style she had. So as you see, I'm finishing up the top of the crown. Unfortunately, I did not record the front, but I did do 4 sections of horizontal in the front. I made sure that I definitely foiled towards the front to make sure if she had any swoop bang or she parted a certain way that the hair would fall perfectly down. So as you see, I'm finishing up the back, getting that done. And in a second, you're going to see the whole head foiled up. Look at that, people. Those are great foils. So now I am going in between sectioning and doing my balayage technique. I always start at least a ½ inch to an inch above the ends, and I just kind of go in. I like to feather up top because I want a natural blend. Look at me, just struggling. But like I said, I like to start with a heavy mid shaft basically and kind of work my way up and down. Now, the reason why you see me wiping my hands a lot is because I don't want the lightener to touch where I don't need it to touch. So I try to clean off my hands as much as possible with each section. I know some people just dive right in and say, screw it, you're hand painting, so just kind of compromise. But I really wanted to give a good look with this, so just going in each little section and making sure that it's saturated. Now you take your pointer finger and your middle finger and kind of go up and down after feathering just to make sure it's saturated, because you do want to avoid blotchiness. Yes, you can be blotchy with the balayage and it's not cute at all. So it's just making sure that you are definitely getting in with saturation and making sure you have an even, well, I won't say even, but you have a pretty saturated finished look. And your balayage is your style. How you flip it, how you do it is on you. But you really want to make sure that everything is saturated. I cannot stress that enough. So you will see me kind of go back in certain sections of the balayage to resaturate, just to make sure that I do have a heavier bottom of the lightener than I do on the top. So I wanted you guys to see an in-depth look of the before of the mannequin. As you can see, she was a level 6, level 7, and in the back she was a little bit on the darker side. So what would be like new growth is what I went in and kind of created a softer finish with. And you are about to see the results. I was so in love with this. This is Wreck Toner, 6N on the root, and we did a root smudge and a 9G on the ends, which gave so much dimension. I was so proud of myself. I was not expecting this, so I hope you guys really like this video, and thank you for watching. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions, any advice, please let me know. Thank you guys.